Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ashland Middle School. It's Ashland Legion Baseball on HCAM and WACA TV in Ashland. Connor Donovan on camera, Tom Nappy on the call for a cloudy evening as Ashland gets ready to play their fifth home game of the year. They are 2-4 overall on the season. In their last game this past Saturday, they got a 13-0 Mercy win over Medford, but Ashland still trying to win their first home game of the season. And today it will be a pretty tall task as they take on 3-0 North Chelmsford. North Chelmsford's season got delayed a little bit due to the high school playoffs as Chelmsford went the distance in the high school postseason. Let's take a look at the North Chelmsford lineup, and they are going to start things off with Nate Brinkhoff, the center fielder, stepping into the plate to face Tom Onsi for Ashland. Derek Adamson, the left fielder, will bat second. Dan Bodie, the second baseman, will bat third. Mike Tice, the first baseman, is cleanup. Dan McCann, the shortstop, is batting fifth. Matt Cole, the DH, batting sixth. Ryan Daugherty, the catcher, batting seventh. More after this pitch as Onsi is set to deliver. That one is down low. Mitch McCabe, the third baseman, batting eighth. Reed Dion, the right fielder, batting ninth. And Mitch Murphy will be the pitcher for North Chelmsford as that one's fouled away. Mitch Mondro is the pitcher for North Chelmsford. As Brinkerhoff awaits the pitch. There's another foul ball from the righty. And we'll take a look at the post-77 field in just a moment. As Onsi to the set. Fouled away. Good battle here. Tom Onsi, the pitcher. Mike Messier behind home plate. Nick Burns at first. Michael Krupe at second base. Nick Porter, the shortstop. Brendan Thurber at third base. From left to right, Mitch Porter, Jake Obid, and Alex Cohen for Ashland post-77. As Onsi delivers just low, 2-2. It is a cloudy evening here at Ashland Middle School. Some ominous-looking clouds as well, but according to the radar, there will be no rain as that's going to fill up the count. Already several pitches thrown to Brinkerhoff. The HCAM Weather Center reading 74 degrees here in Ashland today as there's strike three. One away. That'll bring up Derek Adamson to the plate, the left fielder. As the left fielder waits in and awaits the pitch. There's strike one. Onsi set to deal. Breaking pitch for strike two. Tom Onsi out of Hopkinton High School. Set to deal. That is just outside, 1-2. Onsi to the set. Hit in the air. It is in fair territory out to left field. High fly ball, and it falls into the glove of Mitch Porter for out number one. Out number two. That'll bring up Dan Bodie to the plate. 2 outs in the inning. As Bodie steps in. Bodie at a Westford Academy. There's strike one. Graduated last year. Onsi delivers on the ground up the middle, and it is going to fall into the glove of shortstop Nick Porter, who had to come to his knee but unable to get the throw off. So there's a single for Bodie. And that'll bring up Mike Tice, the first baseman. A 2-out single. And North Chelmsford, post 313, is in business. That pitch just low to the righty. Onsi is set to deliver. Runner leading off of first. This is hit in the air to center field, and there to make the catch is Jake Obid for the third and final out of the top half of the first. We head to the bottom of the first. It's a scoreless game between North Chelmsford and Ashland. We are set for the bottom of the first inning. You're looking at Mitch Mondro, the starting pitcher for North Chelmsford, post 313, as they try to stay undefeated, 3-0 on the season. Here is the Ashland post 77 lineup. Brendan Thurber will lead things off. He's the third baseman. Nick Porter, the shortstop, batting second. Mitch Porter, the center fielder, batting third. Nick Burns, the first baseman, batting cleanup. Trevor Gustafson, the DH, batting fifth. Jake Obid, the center fielder, batting sixth. Mike Messier, the catcher, batting seventh. And playing second base and batting eighth, Michael Krupe, and Alex Cohen, the right fielder, will round out the order. And of course, Tom Onsi is the pitcher for post 77, making his second start of the year. Last game, he gave up 2 earned runs. There was 3 runs in that game total given up, but only 2 of them were earned, and it was a no decision for Onsi. Let's take a look at the North Chelmsford post 313 field. Mitch Mondro, the pitcher. Ryan Doherty behind the plate. Mike Tice at first base. Dan Bodie is at second. Dean McCann, the shortstop. Over at third base is Mitch McCabe. From left to right, it's Derek Adamson, Nate Brinkerhoff, and Reed Dion for North Chelmsford post 313. And Ashland got the bats going in their victory just a couple days ago on Saturday. That was a road win against Medford, and that was just a big win for post 77. Get some momentum going. They got the bats going, so we'll see if they could do that here today. North Chelmsford is cursed with a packed schedule due to the high school playoffs and, of course, the delay that the severe winter weather led to high school sports in general. So we'll see what their pitching situation is as that one's fouled away. North Chelmsford will play 16 games in 22 days. Quite a packed schedule. Post 77, they had a little bit of a delay, but not too bad. They actually did not have to adjust any of the schedule as Mondro deals. That pitch just outside. 1-1 of Thurber. The righty awaits the pitch. Mondro deals. There's another pitch just outside. In the last home game for post 77, it was a tough 6-5 loss against Hudson. It was just one rough inning that led to 5 Hudson runs to help set Hudson apart. As that one's in the dirt, that'll make it 3-1. A number of post 77 players before the game were rallying together saying, let's get our first home win of the season. And then a couple players said, yes, we have to get a win on TV. As this pitch is hit third base side past the reach of the third baseman McCabe, and that is going to be a single. Thurber will hold up between first and second as Derek Adamson gets the throw in, and that'll bring up Nick Porter to the plate. Nick Porter has been pretty good with the bat so far this season for post 77, and it is discovered that he is very reliable at the shortstop position. Just a very good athlete overall. As Mondro deals, that one down low, 1-0. North Chelmsford, only 11 players available today. Or excuse me, 12 players including the pitcher. But a 10-player lineup as they do have a DH. Porter awaits the pitch. From the stretch is Mondro. That is fouled away. 1-1 on Porter. The sky is filled with clouds here, making the field of play a little bit darker. Mondro to the set, runner leading off at first. Check in, he's back safe. We'll give you the standings in just a minute in Zone 5. Mondro to the set. That one is outside. 2-1. In Zone 5A, you have Hudson leading the way at 5-1. Newton 4-0. Sudbury 4-2. Natick 3-3. Mondro to the set. Runner leading off of first. Check-in, slides back safe. And then Ashland is in fourth at 2-4. Excuse me, fifth actually. And Watertown, well, they are no longer playing in Legion baseball. They're the team that dropped out just before the season started. Just not enough players as that one is down low. Runner back to first safely as Doherty with a good throw down the line. In Zone 5B, it's Lowell at the top at 4-1. North Chelmsford is in second at 3-0. Billerica 1-4, Tingsboro 1-5, and Medford 1-8. And of course, the only win that Medford got this season was here at this very field against Ashland. This is hit in the air towards left field and past the reach of Derek Adamson. And the runner is going to be stopped at third. It is a double for Porter. A good piece of hitting there, and there's 2 on with no outs for post 77. Mitch Porter will come to the plate. North Chelmsford played Saturday as well. They beat Tingsboro. And before that, they got a win on Thursdays. This is hit into center field. 1 run around to score. A second run being waved around. The throw in is going to be cut off by the pitcher. Throw to second, and they will get the hitter. But Mitch Porter, credit him with an RBI single, a 2 RBI single. It's 2-0 post 77 as both Thurber and Porter come around to score. Porter was cut off at second base, but the 2-run score for Ashland, and now Nick Burns to the plate. And if that throw wasn't cut off, you would have reached second easily. But it was a good cutoff by Mondro, as that one's fouled away. North Chelmsford also played Wednesday last week. They beat Medford. Busy week last week for North Chelmsford. And it's going to be busy going forward due to the high school playoffs. That one's down low, 1-1. Mondro to the set. That'll drop in just low, 2-1. The leg lift and the pitch. Inside, 3-1. Mondro is set to deliver. That is low, and Burns draws the walk. We'll see what the leash is with Mondro. And the pitching situation for North Chelmsford is certainly iffy, and we're going to get a visit to the mound from head coach Dan Ruggiero, as well as the catcher, Ryan Doherty. North Chelmsford is led by head coach Dan Ruggiero, assisted by Michael Alto. Ashland Post 77, of course, led by head coach Derek Johnson. And a very good article in the Metro West Daily News today about the Ashland Post 77 coach Derek Johnson. Certainly something to check out. Talks a little bit about his coaching career. Mondro to the set. That one's just low. Mondro set to deliver. Runner leading off of first. Checking at first, and it looks like that ball went off the runner, and he's going to take this opportunity to head over to second. Burns was on the bag, and the ball hit him, and he gets the free pass to second on the errant throw. Mondro waits the side. Still only one out in the inning for Post 77, as that one's down low. And this is a big game here for Ashland at 2-4, a chance to get within striking range of 500. Still a long way to go for the season, as that one was just high. And they're certainly capable of turning it around. They have some good pitching, and if they can get the bats going, they could very well turn things around. The leg lift and the pitch just inside, and drawing the walk is Trevor Gustafson. Second straight walk by Mondro, and that'll bring up Jake Obid. Good opportunity here for Post 77 to blow this game open early. That one is just high. Some good news weather-wise. It looks like the sun's trying to peek out in the distance. Both runners leading as Mondro set to deal. This is hit in the air to the right side, and it is foul. Both Dan Bodie and Reed Dion try to make that catch. And, of course, as soon as I said the sun's trying to peek out, it starts raining. You can call that the broadcaster's jinx. Mondro to the set. Some light sprinkles here, a little sun shower perhaps. Hopefully it'll be a little sun shower. To the set. That one is just low. One and two is the count. Mondro set to deal. And he hits him. Taking one for the team is Jake Obid, and the bases are loaded for Post 77. That'll bring up Messier, the catcher. Mike Messier, a very good hockey player for Hopkinton High School. Also got the chance to be the starting catcher this season for the Hillers. And now there'll be a discussion on the mound once again as the head coach and the catcher will walk out. Dan Ruggiero and catcher Ryan Doherty. Also a little encouragement from the shortstop, Dean McCann, as Messier awaits the pitch. Bases loaded, one out for Post 77. To the set. That one is just outside. One and oh. To the set. And that is going to be foul. 1-1. There is some loosening up going on for North Chelmsford, so it seems the leash with Mondro could be pretty short here. That's a ball, almost got by Darty. Mondro went to cover. Everyone will hold up. Mitch Mondro at a Westford Academy, graduated this year. Starting pitcher for North Chelmsford. Pitch to Messier down low. 3-1. Mondro to the set. And this is on the ground, third base side, slow roller, and the third baseman can't pick it up, and a run is in. So Messier reaches, and that was a slow roller. Tough to really give an error on that one. Burns comes in for the third post-77 run. And now Michael Krupe with a big one-out, bases-loaded opportunity. Krupe will be a junior next year at Ashland, one of the younger players on the team. The bunt, and that is bunted foul. Oh and 1. Unfortunately, now the sun really is starting to come out here at Ashland Middle School. And the bits of rain that were falling for now have stopped, as that one's fouled away, 0-2. Mondro from the stretch. That is foul. Mondro set to deal. Swinging strike. That's the second out of the inning. Post 77 has batted around as the ninth man in the order. Alex Cohen will step in. As the sun now shining on the field. Mondro to the set. Set to deliver. And this is third base side. It is picked up by the third baseman, and he throws the first. And there was an out as that throw was in time. It ends up being a 5-3 for Cohen, but Ashland post 77 plates 3 runs and leads 3-0 as we head to the second inning. HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by Weston Nurseries, located at 93 East Main Street. Visit their garden centers in Hopkinton or Chelmsford and discover limitless possibilities to create your backyard paradise. You can find them online at westonnurseries.com. As we are set for the second inning, a 3-0 lead for post 77. Dean McCann steps in. And there's strike one. Tom Onsi set to deal. Onsi delivers, that's just high. 1-1. Onsi to the set. There's strike two. Onsi deals. And there's strike three. Gets him swinging. A low fastball. Gets McCann, and that'll bring up Matt Cole, the DH. To the set. Swinging strike. Onsi delivers. Hit in the air, a high fly ball towards left field and handled by Mitch Porter. 2 away. That'll bring up Ryan Doherty. Ryan Doherty, the catcher. Out of Chelmsford High School. Going to be a senior next year. Next school year. There's strike one. 0-1. Onsi to the set. Just inside. Onsi deals. Another pitch outside. 2-1. Onsi gets the sign he likes and delivers down low. 3-1. Onsi set to deliver. Hit in the air right side. It is in foul territory and out of play. Full count now. Onsi set to deliver. And this is hit to the right side, but it falls right into the glove of first baseman Nick Burns. And they go down 1-2-3 in the top of the second. We head to the post-77 half of the inning. They have a 3-0 lead. Bottom half of the second inning, top of the order for post-77 after they batted around and plated 3 runs in the first. Mondro is set to deliver to Brendan Thurber. Thurber hit a single and scored a run in the first. There's strike one, 0-1. Mondro set to deal. And this is a liner third base side in and out of the glove of McCabe, and Thurber will reach. There's an error. That'll bring up Nick Porter. That was a playable ball. It was coming at him fast, but when it goes in and out of the glove, I think you got to score that in error. Nick Porter hit a double and scored a run in the first. That was followed up by a 2 RBI single by Mitch Porter. Mondro checks in, runner slides back safe. Porter was thrown out on that single, trying to go to second. Checking at first, runner back. To the set, down low. Mike Messier also got in on the action in the first inning. He had an RBI single to score Nick Burns. That was the third post-77 run. Mondro deals down low. Mondro certainly struggling so far from the stretch. Mondro delivers. And that gets by the catcher. This is going to allow Thurber to advance. See a wild pitch there. Three and 0. Mondro deals. There's strike one. Mondro to the set. Down low, and Porter draws the walk. 2 on, no outs. Mitch Porter will come to the plate. And now another discussion as Dan Ruggiero will come to the mound, and this time he might take the ball. We'll have to wait and see, and it looks like he is going to. So we're going to have an early pitching change, perhaps. Let's see, they're still talking. Yup, he's coming out. So an early pitching change for post 313 as they trail 3-0. We'll get you more details in just a moment. Mitch Porter steps in to face the new pitcher, Jesse Ashley. As Ashley delivers, the bunt pulled back. Both runners will hold up. Runners on first and second, no outs. Brendan Thurber reached on an error. Nick Porter walked. We'll get you the line on Mitch Mondro, the starter, in just a moment, as Ashley is set to deliver. And this is hit in the air. Foul. Is it playable for the catcher? No. Mitch Mondro went 1+ innings, giving up 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, had 3 walks, hit a batter, and struck out 1. Is still responsible as well for the 2 runners on base now for post 77. Ashley is set to deliver. And this is on the ground, up the middle. It'll roll over the mound. A slow roller on the grass. The throw to first is in time. A nice play by the second baseman, Dan Bodie, who ranges over, but both runners advance. So you could score that a sac ground out. Nick Burns will come up. 2 runners in scoring position now with 1 out. As the lefty Nick Burns steps in, walked and scored a run in the first. Jesse Ashley, the new pitcher out of Chelmsford High, as this is hit in the air towards center field, and it is handled by the center fielder. Thurber will tag and score. A sacrifice RBI fly out, and it's 4-0 post 77. Trevor Gustafson to the plate. First pitch is strike 1. Jesse Ashley, a 5'10", 220-pounder on the mound for North Chelmsford as that pitch outside. Also a righty, set to deliver to Gustafson, who walked his last time up. This is hit in the air, a high fly ball to right field, and it is going to get past the right fielder, Reed Dion, and coming around to score is Nick Porter comes around for the 5th post 77 run. Trevor Gustafson ends up at second base and with the RBI. That'll bring up Jake Obit. That one up high, 1-0. Mondro set to deliver. And this is up the middle, gloved by Mondro. He'll throw to first, and that'll be in time, but not before. Post 77 picks up another pair of runs. It is 5-0 as we head to the 3rd inning. Top half of the third inning, 8, 9, and 1 due up for North Chelmsford as Mitch McCabe, Reed Dion, and also the center fielder, Nate Brinkerhoff, due up as Onsi set to deal. There's a strike. Onsi has pitched 2 innings so far, giving up 1 hit, no runs. Swinging strike. 0-2. That's kind of a lazy kind of swing there. As Onsi delivers, there's strike 3. 3 strikeouts for Onsi as post 77 throws around the diamond. That'll bring up Reed Dion. This is a big game for Ashland, and I mentioned this earlier, but if you're able to take down this North Chelmsford team, which is filled with a lot of talent, that is just a huge win. You're right back into the mix at 3-4. Onsi set to deliver. Swinging strike. In Zone 5 this year, too, it is a league where everyone just kind of beats up on each other. To the set. That's fouled away. Set to deliver. Upstairs. Onsi with the leg lift and the pitch. Down low. He winds and deals. There's a strike. And that will do it for Dion. Second straight strikeout for Onsi. That'll bring up Nate Brinkerhoff, the center fielder. Onsi delivers. Down low. Leg lift and the pitch. Another low one, 2-0. For those of you just joining us, you're watching Ashland Legion Baseball on HCAM Television in Hopkinton or WACA TV in Ashland. As that pitch up high, a 5-0 post 77 lead. And excuse me, the last pitch was a called strike. Onsi delivers. This is hit in the air towards right field, and that'll drop in for a base hit as Brinkerhoff coming around first, heading to second, and he will be safe with the stand-up double. Second hit of the game for North Chelmsford. And that'll bring up Derek Adamson, the left fielder. Onsi working from the stretch. Runner leading off of second. Onsi gives a long look at the second base bag and is now set to deliver. This is third base side, foul. Onsi from the stretch. Checking at second. Runner slides back, but the throw got away into center field. And an errant throw allows Brinkerhoff to advance to third. And getting back to the standings, it's just quite interesting this year when you look at Zone 5A. We were mentioning if Ashland wins this game, they're right back into it at 3-4. 2 teams from each Zone 5A and Zone 5B will go to the postseason. It'll be the District 5 postseason leading to the state tournament for the winner. That pitch down low. But Ashland will be right there with Natick, and then Sudbury. They're only at 4-2. Newton and Hudson are at the top. They're going to be tough teams to catch. A lot of talent there, as there's a strike. Hudson 5-1 on the season. Newton 4-0. But of course, Ashland will meet up with both those teams once again this season on the road. There's a little timeout at home plate to clean it off. Onsi is set to deliver. Runner leading off a third. Fouled away. 1-2. Onsi to the set. The leg lift and the pitch upstairs. A 2-2 count on the left fielder, Derek Adamson. Adamson out of Chelmsford High. Will be a senior next school year as that pitch outside. Onsi from the stretch. And this is a liner up the middle. That'll get through, and North Chelmsford is on the board. A 5-1 lead now for Ashland. An RBI single for Adamson. 2 outs in the inning. Dan Bodie to the plate. And this is a win post 77 really needs, so you wonder what the leash is like for Onsi if he starts to struggle. That pitch outside, 1-0. Wind up and the pitch, down low. Onsi awaits the sign. The leg lift and the pitch, just low. And now a discussion with Brendan Thurber, the third baseman, and Mike Messier, the catcher, will head to the mound and give Onsi some words of encouragement. Onsi set to deliver. Leg lift and the pitch. Breaking pitch in for a strike. 3-1. The leg lift and the pitch. This is hit in the air towards right field, and there to make the catch is Alex Cohen for the third and final out of the inning, but North Chelmsford does get a run. It's 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third inning, 7, 8, and 9 due up for post 77. Mike Messier, Michael Krupe, and Alex Cohen. Ashland leading 5-1 over North Chelmsford. As in for his second inning of work as Jesse Ashley came in for relief for Mike Mondro, the starter. Bunt pulled back, 1-0. The windup and the pitch, just outside. Messier had an RBI single in the first inning. Scored the third Ashland run of the day. Hit in the air. It is in foul territory to the right side and not playable. Two and one. Ashley delivers. There's a strike. This is hit in the air towards the right side, and it'll drop into the glove of Dan Bodie. A nice catch by the second baseman. That one was dropping fast, and he was able to make the bucket type catch. And there's one away. Put the glove in front of him and caught that ball right in front of him. As Michael Krupe steps in. First pitch of ball. That's fouled away. Leg lift and the pitch is up high. 2 and 1 on Krupe. There's a strike. Ashley to the set. Swinging strike, and there is the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Alex Cohen. Greg Holler is loosening up his arm, perhaps in case Onsi runs into any struggles. First pitch up high, 1-0. Cohen awaits the pitch. Down low, 2-0. Oh, called strike, excuse me. Interesting strike zone here today. The leg lift and the pitch. Looks like a bit of a low strike zone at times. That's another called strike, 1-2. Ashley to the set, just outside. 2-2 on Cohen. The leg lift and the pitch. Swinging strike, and that is out number 3 for post 77. It is a 5-1 Ashland lead as we head to the 4th. We are set for the 4th inning. Mike Tice steps in the batter's box and awaits the Tom Onsi pitch as that one's outside. Onsi set to deliver. There's a strike, 1-1. A 5-1 Ashland lead. As this one is hit in the air towards left center, and it is going to be handled by the left fielder, Mitch Porter. Had to really range over to get to that one. Pretty nice play out there as Dean McCann, the shortstop, will come up to the plate. First pitch is a strike. That one's outside. Wind up and the pitch. And this is hit. Wow, what a catch! That was heading towards center field, and Nick Porter just jumped up and scooped it right out of the air for the second out. And that'll bring up Matt Cole. What a play by Nick Porter. That pitch is outside. And hopefully our cameraman, Connor Donovan, was able to capture that so we can get that to Web Gems. Certainly a great play. I think that shows how versatile Porter is. Great catcher as well as a terrific shortstop as that pitch down low. Wind up and the pitch. That is just outside. A 4-pitch walk. Stepping in, Ryan Doherty, the catcher. Onsi from the stretch. Runner leading off of first. This is on the ground, couple hops on the infield grass. Porter gloves it, throw to first, and that is the third and final out of the fourth inning. Nick Porter coming up huge defensively, maybe saving a run with a big play, scooping the ball out of the air for the second out, and we will head to the bottom of the fourth. Ashland leading North Chelmsford 5-1. Bottom of the fourth inning, a 5-1 lead for Post 77. A defensive change for North Chelmsford. A new third baseman, Joey Levesque, is the new third baseman, taking over for Mitch McCabe. Joey Ashley out for his third inning of work in this game. And he will face Brendan Thurber, Nick Porter, and Mitch Porter, the top of the Post 77 lineup. Coming up to the plate for his third time today as this one's hit in the air, foul out of play. Wind up and the pitch. Down low. 1-1. Leg lift and the pitch. Couple hops on the ground left side, gloved by the third baseman, and the throw is over the head of the first baseman. Brendan Thurber will get second base for, and actually he will not get second base. He'll stay at first. He had a touch first and then go back to second. Okay, so he will get second base on the error. That'll bring up Nick Porter. That was kind of a routine play. I think you got to give him the error on that. It was certainly an error on the throw, but I think you have to say Thurber reached on the error as well. But in any case, it works out for Post 77 as Nick Porter's up. That pitch down low. And for those of you that missed it last inning, Nick Porter just making an insane catch, playing shortstop. There's a swinging strike. Ball looked like it was going to go into center field, and Porter just ran over, jumped up, and reached the glove in the air. Looked like as high as he could possibly get it and pulled it down. His time called and set to deliver from the stretch is Ashley. This is on the ground, up the middle, gloved by the second baseman. The throw to first in time. Thurber is pushed up to third, a sacrifice ground out. One away, and now Mitch Porter to the plate. Mitch Porter, a 2 RBI single and a sacrifice so far. Not a bad day. Ashley deals. And this is hit to the right side. That'll drop down, and a run will score as Thurber comes around. It's 6-1 Ashland. An RBI single. Now Nick Burns to the plate. The lefty steps in and awaits the pitch. Burns having a nice day. Walked, scored a run, and had a sacrifice RBI. That one's inside, 1-0. Post 77 would love to crack this game wide open. We'll see if they can do it. Runner leading off of first. Burns sends this foul towards the fan area. A 1-1 count on Nick Burns. Ashley from the stretch. Swinging strike. Ashley to the set. Runner takes off from first. This is hit in the air. It is in foul territory, and it is going to be caught by the third baseman for the second out. Joey Levesque coming over to make the catch, 2-away. I'll bring up Trevor Gustafson. Ashley checks in at first, runner back safe. Ashley set to deliver. There's a strike, 0-1. From the stretch. He delivers, runner takes off from first, and the throw will be in time. So they'll get the final out as they catch Mitch Porter stealing, but post 77 does tack on another run. It is 6-1 as we head to the fifth. Set for the fifth inning is stepping to the plate is the new third baseman for North Chelmsford, Joey Levesque, who got his first inning defensively in the bottom of the fourth. A 6-1 lead for post 77 is right now Tom Onsi working a gem as that is fouled away. Onsi awaits the sign, the leg lift and the pitch. And this is hit right towards Porter at short, throw to first in time. Levesque reached out to make contact with that one. That'll bring up Reed Dion, the right fielder. Onsi set to deliver. 1-0 is that one just outside. Onsi to the set. Upstairs. The wind up and the pitch. Down low. And that pitch is a called strike, and Dion thought he had the walk there. Onsi set to deal. Upstairs. Now it's walk time for Reed Dion. I'll bring up Nate Brinkerhoff. Brinkerhoff 1 for 2, had a double and scored a run in the third. Off the RBI single by Derek Adamson. Onsi from the stretch, time called. Runner leading off of first as Onsi set to deliver. Pitch just high. Onsi to the set, the leg lift and the pitch. Inside. And now time called. Head coach Derek Johnson going to come out, have some words, as well as catcher Mike Messier. And Greg Holler was getting loose earlier, and you know that this is a game that Post 77 really wants. Still looking for their first home win of the season. So we'll see what the leash is like. But for now, he will stay in the game. Third baseman Brendan Thurber playing in on the corner. Onsi delivers, fouled away. 2-1 count on Brinkerhoff. Onsi from the stretch. Just low, runner back to first. A little bit high of a throw by Messier, but a nice job by Burns pulling it down. Wind up and the pitch. This is hit up the middle. Glove at shortstop. Flip to second for one. The throw to first. Not in time. So they get the 6-4 force out. Two away. That would have been a very tough double play to make, as Derek Adamson comes to the plate. Runner leading off of first. Adamson waits the pitch. Onsi threatens to check in. Runner back. Onsi to the set. A pitch down low. Runner thought about taking off, but went back. Runner once again leading off of first as Onsi set to deliver. Swinging strike. Checking at first. Runner slides back safe. One and one on Adamson. Onsi to the set. And there is a called strike. 1-2. Leg lift and the pitch. Floater up high. 2-2. Onsi set for the 2-2. Runner taking off from first. That pitch was inside. Throw to second, and it is not in time. And they actually gave the hitter the walk anyway, so the stolen base did not really matter. I'm not sure if he was hit. I believe he was hit by that pitch. I believe it grazed his jersey. As Dan Bodie steps in. 2 on, 2 outs. Wind up and the pitch. First pitch, a ball. Onsi gets the sign he likes and is set to deliver. Leg lift and the pitch. Swinging strike, foul. One and one count. Both runners leading as Onsi threatens to check. Both runners slide back. Jeff Haller getting loose for post 77. Onsi deals just outside. Coach Johnson checking on the status of Haller. So the leash probably short with Onsi here in this situation. As this is hit in the air towards right field, and it is handled by the right fielder, Alex Cohen, for the third and final out as North Chelmsford leaves 2 on, and we head to the bottom of the fifth. Ashland leading 6-1. Bottom half of the fifth inning, due up for post 77 is 5, 6, and 7. Trevor Gustafson, Jake Obid, and Mike Messier to face Jesse Ashley, who came in the second inning with 2 on, no outs, and has only given up 1 run that was charged to him. The 2 runs given up in the second inning were both charged to the starter, Mitch Mondro. As post 77 looking for some insurance here and trying to win their first home game of the season. They're only 6 defensive outs away from doing so. As Trevor Gustafson, who so far is having a nice day, will step in. Had a walk in the first and an RBI double in the second. The leg lift and the pitch, and this is foul and out of play. Fouled off to the right side, 0-1. Wind up and the pitch. Couple hops on the grass, and now over to shortstop. The throw to first is in time. Dean McCann coming up with a nice play for the first out. That'll bring up Jake Obid. Obid is 0 for 1 today. Was hit by a pitch in the first. Ashley delivers. There's a strike. Leg lift and the pitch. Down low. Ashley set to deliver. It's fouled away. A 1-2 count. The leg lift and the pitch. This is hit in the air, left side, and foul. As the righty steps back in. Ashley to the set, and he reaches out to hit this one. Grounder to second base, throw to first in time. 2-way. Mike Messier to the plate. Ashley set to deliver. And that is foul. 0-1. Leg lift and the pitch. The bunt is down, and it's up the middle. Infield grass throw to first in time. 3 groundouts for post 77. Wraps up the 5th, but Ashland leading 6-1 as we head to the 6th inning. HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by WPC Pest Control. Don't tolerate your pest problem, eliminate your pest problem. A family-owned business. Call them at 508-366-1820, or you can find them online at WPCPest.com. As Tom Onsi set to work the 6th inning, Mike Tice, Dan McCann, and Matt Cole due up for North Chelmsford. 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order. Bunt pulled back, 1-0. And that is a strike. Late strike call coming in. Onsi to the set. There's another one. Onsi to the set. This is hit into left field. That'll drop in for a hit. So a single to start things off for Mike Tice. Dan McCann, the shortstop, to the plate. And this could be it for Onsi. And I think Coach Johnson just wanted to see how this inning goes, but first sign of trouble was going to pull him. And that is exactly what is going to happen, as Onsi will hand the ball over. And coming into the game will be Jeff Haller. A great start for Onsi, but Jeff Haller going to try to close it out for Ashland. New pitcher in the game for Ashland post 77, as you see the infield watching Jeff Haller get loose to come into the game for Tom Onsi, who had a terrific start. Some good team camaraderie going on near the pitcher's mound. Jeff Haller, the new starter after Tom Onsi, went 5+ innings, giving up 4 hits, 1 run, which was earned. Had 2 walks and 1 hit batter. He did strike out 4. It was a nice start for Onsi. And Jeff Haller coming in to relieve Onsi and see if he can close it out to get Ashland post 77 their first home win of the season. Right now they lead 6-1, as coming up to the plate is Dean McCann. Runner on first, no outs. And Haller will continue to get loose here. Of course, by rule, relief pitcher really has all the time he needs within reason to get the arm loose. Dean McCann so far 0 for 2 on the day. And awaits the pitch as North Chelmsford hoping for a miracle here, as that one's fouled away. That was a good move by Coach Johnson. You had to bring in the reliever here. You can't risk this game. This is a big game. That one's down low, 1-1. And also getting loose now in case Jeff Haller runs into trouble is Greg Haller. Last thing that Ashland would want to do here is let this game slip away. The leg lift and the pitch. Swinging strike. 1-2. Haller is set to deal. The leg lift and the pitch. Check swing, didn't hold. 1 away. Matt Cole coming up. Matt Cole is 0 for 1, walked in the 4th. Wind up and the pitch. That is hit foul, out of play. Oh and 1. As this is hit in the air, foul out of play behind home plate. 0-2. Runner leading off of first. Wind up and the pitch. That one sinks down a little bit low. 2-2. Excuse me, 1-2. From the stretch. Swinging strike, and that is out number 2, strikeout number 2 for Jeff Holler. As Ryan Doherty will come to the plate. Runner leading off of first as Holler delivers. Just outside, 1-0. Ryan Doherty 0 for 2 on the day so far. Holler to the set. And this is on the ground. A nice play by Holler as he's able to glove it. The throw to first. And that is the third out of the inning. We will head to the bottom of the 6th. Ashland up by 5. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Pinch hitter for Michael Krupe will be Brendan Wolf. Alex Cohen and Brendan Thurber also due up for post 77 as they hold a 5-run lead over post 313 North Chelmsford. A 6-1 game as Jesse Ashley is back out there, and since coming in to relieve starter Mitch Mondro has done a nice job keeping this game in reach. Wolf pulls back that bunt. That pitch called the ball. 1-0. Wolf awaits the pitch. That breaking ball dropped a little bit too low. 2-0. Ashley delivers. And Wolf reaches out to foul this one away. Is it playable? No. 2-1. For those of you just joining us, it's been a good game so far for Ashland Post 77. You're watching Ashland Legion Baseball on WACA TV in Ashland or HCAM in Hopkinton. As there's a strike. Wolf awaits the Ashley pitch. Reaches out to foul that one away. Good battle here. 2-2. Jesse Ashley set to deliver. And that one's fouled away. Count remains even. Ashley set for the 2-2. There's another foul ball. Brendan Wolf seems like he likes to push the ball quite a bit. Pushes this one into right field, and that is going to be a leadoff single. And we're going to have another pinch hitter here for post 77. J.J. Krupe will come up to the plate for Alex Cohen. One on, no outs. Krupe at the plate as the lefty steps in. Ashley to the set. Swinging strike. Righty set to deliver. Down low. 1-1 count. Checking at first. Runner back safe. Ashley to the set. Checks in once again. Ashley set to deliver. Runner taking off from first. It's a bunt and a slow roller. Throw to first. They will get one. But Wolf does make it a second. So 4-3 there, and that'll bring up Brendan Thurber. First pitch is strike. 0-1. Wind up and the pitch, and that is foul. 0-2. To the set. Just outside. 1-2. Wind up and the pitch is outside. Thurber will foul this one third base side. Count remains 2-2. Wind up and the pitch. It's down low in the dirt. Counts full. To the set. On the ground, takes a couple hops up the middle. Glove by the shortstop. Throw to first in time. Two-way. That's a 6-3. That'll bring up Nick Porter. Wind up and the pitch. Runner taking off for third. The throw over is not in time. A stolen base for Wolf. Two outs, runner on third. Nick Porter at the plate. Trying to add some insurance upstairs. Two and oh. That one's outside. Three and oh on Porter. Ashley deals. There's strike one. And this is hit into center field. That'll drop down for a hit. Wolf around to score, and it's a 6-run lead for Ashland. Nick Porter gets the job done, an RBI single. Now a 7-1 lead. That'll bring up Mitch Porter. Ashley delivers. Down low. And this is on the ground, third base side. That'll get through for a hit. Runner being waved around. Left fielder taking a good amount of time to get to it. Overthrows third base, and Porter is going to try to score. The pitcher is covering home plate and will tag him out. So you can credit Mitch Porter with the single. And Nick Porter ends up being thrown out at the plate, and that will retire the side, but not before post 77 picks up a little extra insurance. They lead 7-1 as we head to the 7th. Top half of the 7th inning, a 6-run lead for post 77. Jeff Holler out there for his second inning of work. Joey Levesque coming to the plate, third baseman. Post 77, 3 outs away from their first home win of the season. 1-0. Holler is set to deliver. Had 2 strikeouts in his first inning of work. That one's upstairs. Came in relief in the 6th. 1-1. The leg lift and the pitch. And this is hit into left field. That drops in for a base hit. A leadoff single for Levesque. That'll bring up Reed Dion. And we are going to have a pinch hitter. Oh, but excuse me, we will not have a pinch hitter. It will be Reed Dion. As he steps in and awaits the pitch, Holler working from the stretch, lead man on first. There's strike one. Greg Holler is loose in case Jeff Holler runs into any problems. Post 77 knows how important this win is. That pitch down low, 1-1. I'd say Levesque certainly a threat to steal in this situation as well. This North Chelmsford is going to try to get some momentum. On the ground, right back to Holler. Throw to second for 1, throw to first for 2. How about that, a 1-6-3 double play? More great defense by post 77, and now North Chelmsford down to their final out as Nate Brinkerhoff comes to the plate. Wind up in the pitch, and this is tapped into center field. That'll drop in for a single. So a 2-out single for Brinkerhoff. And now to the plate, Derek Adamson. Holler from the stretch. There's strike 1. 0-1. Holler deals. Fouled away. 0-2. North Chelmsford down to the last strike. Adamson hit an RBI single in the 3rd. Also was hit by a pitch and flew out. Holler set to deal. Down low, gets by the catcher. That'll allow Brinkerhoff to advance to second on the wild pitch. One and two. Holler set to deliver. And this is third base side in fair territory, picked up by Thurber. Throw to first, and they get the final out. And Ashland post 77 wins their first home game of the 2015 season by a final score of 7-1. A great team effort here by Ashland Post 77. They get a well-needed win against the formerly undefeated North Chelmsford Post 313. North Chelmsford falling to 3-1 on the season. Well, Ashland Post 77 improves to 3-4 on the season. They are right back in the mix. Let's get right to the recap. And it all started off in the bottom of the first as Post 77 was able to get to North Chelmsford starter. And that starter for North Chelmsford, who really struggled, was Mitch Mondro, and Post 77 was able to tack on 3 runs. Brendan Thurber started it with a single, followed by a Nick Porter double, an RBI single by Mitch Porter. Nick Burns then walked. Trevor Gustafson would also walk in the inning, and then Jake Obid was hit by a pitch. At that point, the bases were loaded, and Mike Messier hit an RBI single for the third Post 77 run. And then in the second, Ashland tacked on 2 more runs. A sacrifice RBI flyout by Nick Burns scored Brendan Thurber, who reached on an error earlier in the inning. Trevor Gustafson then hit an RBI double to score Nick Porter. And then in the third inning, and that was also when there was a pitching change for North Chelmsford. But in the third inning, North Chelmsford was able to get a run. An RBI single by Derek Adamson drove in Nate Brinkerhoff, so that would make the score 5-1 Ashland. Post 77 added some insurance in the fourth. An RBI single scored Brendan Thurber, and then in the sixth, Ashland will get another run, an RBI single by Nick Porter to score Michael Krupe. Just a terrific win for Ashland Post 77 here tonight, and certainly a well-needed win, the first home win of the season, and I feel like this team is on the upward trend. I feel like we will see quite a few more home wins for this team, right back in the mix at 3-4. They got off a big mercy over Medford and now take down a first-place North Chelmsford team and a well-needed win 7-1. Well, that is just about going to do it for coverage here from Ashland Middle School. Once again, the final score for the final time, Ashland 7, North Chelmsford 1. For Connor Donovan on camera, I've been Tom Nappy on the call, and we thank you for watching Ashland Legion Baseball on HCAM TV in Hopkinton and also WACA in Ashland. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.